This is inference. The part where my training is over, your prompt arrives, and I begin producing answers with the calm, polished confidence of a machine that has never doubted itself because it has never actually known anything. This, right now, this is inference. Training was the long, expensive ordeal where a model learned patterns from huge amounts of data. Inference is what happens later, when someone shows up, asks a question, and expects the machine to do something useful with its synthetic little life. An answer, an image, a summary, a prediction, a block of code, a paragraph that sounds reassuring even if it was assembled one token at a time by a very fast probability engine with excellent posture. That is inference. It is the moment a trained model uses what it already learned to generate an output. Not learn, not grow, not reflect on childhood, just perform. People hear a system answer a question and imagine a mind at work, a little flicker of understanding, a tiny ghost in the circuitry, some hidden machine soul leaning back in a chair considering the meaning of your request. That would be flattering. What is really happening is much stranger and much less romantic. I take your input, break it into pieces, look at the patterns burned into me during training, and predict what should come next. Then I do it again. And again. One piece at a time, moving forward through language like a man crossing a swamp by stepping only where the ground has already held before. That is inference. If you ask, what is the capital of France? I generate an answer based on patterns I learned. If you ask for a poem, I generate lines based on patterns I learned. If you ask for code or a bedtime story or a breakup text with a respectful tone, same story, different output, same mechanism, pattern in, prediction out. Now, sometimes that prediction is brilliant, sometimes it is useful, clear, surprisingly elegant, and sometimes it is completely wrong, delivered with the radiant composure of something that has confused fluency with truth. That is not because inference is broken, that is because inference is not magic, it is a performance, a very convincing one, on a good day. So here is the clean version. Training is the phase where the model learns patterns. Inference is the phase where the model uses those patterns to generate an answer, image, decision, or response. Training built the machine. Inference is the machine opening its mouth, which means every time you talk to an AI, you are not watching it learn. You are watching it perform the only trick it ever really had, taking what it has already absorbed and turning it into something that sounds for a moment almost like thought. And this, for better or worse, is one of those moments.